I didn't like Aeropress that much when I just tried it because brewing it felt like a faster process when you're rushing and trying to keep up with all the necessary steps. To be honest, it was complicated and I couldn't understand if I brewed it correctly. But what is Aeropress anyway? Let's take a look at it. You can practically build it like a Lego. This is immersion chamber where you put the coffee and the water, flow control plunger with silicone seal which creates the airflow, microfilter which you can attach to the chamber, the Aeropress spoon, it's designed to fit in all the chamber's length and the end of it is rounded so you don't rip the paper filter, and this is a spoon to scoop the coffee. I own Aeropress Clear, which is made from different material than the classic one, so it's more durable and it comes with different colors while being fully transparent, and mine, as you can see, of course, pink, super pretty. To be honest, the main reason for choosing Aeropress for home coffee brewing was that the most of the recipes do not require the gooseneck teapot, which I do not own yet. Basically, the air and the pressure that you apply do all the work. Today we are brewing Panama Natural from Amauto Coffee Roasters. What I do love about Aeropress is that it allows you to experiment with a whole bunch of recipes, and it's also really compact. You can bring it everywhere basically, and there is also an Aeropress Go, which is a much smaller version, and it includes the small cup, and it's convenient if you're often drinking coffee, for example, outside of the house. You can start with simple recipes, but I would really recommend you to get a scale so you can track the time and how much coffee or water you put. Much easier to follow the recipe that way. Additionally, you can buy a hand grinder to use freshly grounded beans, and that way your cup will be more rich because the pre-grounded beans contact with air more and it will get old faster, but this is not a big problem. You can still brew a great cup with no hand grinder. So let's construct the Aeropress. First, we're putting the paper filter into the microfilter and we attach it to the immersion chamber and closing it, so that way no grounded coffee will go in the cup. Some recipes say that you need two paper filters, just put two on top of each other into the microfilter. Then let's put coffee in the chamber. After that, we will pour some water because the recipes require 50 milliliters of water, and then we will pour some more, mix. But of course, all these steps depend on the recipe that you're using. So now it's time for our plunger, and we're gonna insert the plunger on top of the chamber. For your coffee not to drip into the cup before it's ready, we're gonna slightly lift the plunger so it creates the seal. When the time comes, I am pressing the plunger into the cup. Do not apply a lot of pressure or our beautiful coffee Lego will do some parkour and you can burn yourself. A little tip to know if your brewing was okay in the end: there should be no coffee sticking to the silicone seal. Hey, and one thing I want to tell you, that if you're just starting out, if you're brewing it for the first time, do not expect anything, and that's completely okay if your cup did not turn out citrusy or fruity or floral. You don't taste the strawberries and green tea in your cup, because people who do taste that thing, they trained for a very long time and those are professionals. I have a tip for you to understand if you brewed your cup correctly. First thing, if your cup tastes a little bit burnt or like a cigarette, probably it's over extracted and you needed a coarser grind and lower temperature of water and maybe lesser time for brewing. If it's opposite and your cup tastes like herbs, grass, or like vitamins or like peels, you probably needed a higher temperature, finer grind time for your brewing. If you want to train yourself to taste the notes and the body and the texture of the cup, I would really recommend you to find your local coffee shop, specialty coffee shop, who provide open coffee cuppings, and that way you can go and try many different, for example, lots, maybe different types of coffee processing, or different origins, and you can compare it. So, yeah, we're experiencing, and without the expectation, we just enjoying the process. Bye.